I'm Colin Walls, and I'm here once again to talk about embedded software. Now today I want to talk about an aspect of the C language which is quite standard but can be troublesome and can lead to issues, particularly for embedded programmers actually. The aspect of the language I want to talk about is the break statement. Now we know that structured programming is generally a good idea, and if you need to exit some sort of complex structure, the thing not to use is the Goto. Goto will get you out of a loop any way you like. It'll jump to a label at least within the same function that you're executing. However, almost all developers would regard the Goto as something we do not use. So what do we do to maintain structured programming techniques under circumstances when we might want to use a Goto? Well, the answer is the break statement. Now, the break statement has two closely related uses, really. The first one is quite uncontroversial, I think. If you use a switch statement, and a switch statement is a very good structure to use, it makes for clear coding, it tends to generate efficient code, and when you structure it, each clause of the switch statement needs a break at the end of it. And you'll notice here that in my example, the last break is actually redundant because the code will just fall off the bottom, but it makes the code just that tiny bit more maintainable because somebody might come along and put another switch clause after the default. Not good style, but somebody might do it, and they would break the code. By including the break statement there, it won't generate any extra code, but it does make the code more maintainable and pretty clear. The other use of a break statement is to exit a complex loop. So if you have a loop which wants to go round a certain number of times, unless some specific condition occurs, there's various ways that you can set that up. You could arrange that within the loop, when these conditions occur, you mess with the counter such that the loop ends prematurely. That is very, very bad practice. It tends to lead to very unclear and hence unmaintainable code. The next option, which is better, is to build in an exit mechanism. So you have some flagging scheme which is tested each time around the loop to see if a premature exit is needed. This is kind of okay, but if you look at the for loop control parameters there, they're quite complex and not that easy to read. The last option is just use a break statement. And this leads to simple, clear code. Technically, a break statement is breaking the structure, but in a sensible, clear way. So, my recommendation is use a break statement under these very specific conditions and make sure that you're not making it unclear which loop you're breaking out of, because you can only break out of the current loop with a break statement. That's all for today. I hope that's useful in making your C code that bit clearer and that bit more maintainable. And I'll say bye for now.